So we've had a couple of things not go right so far on this trip, which is first and foremost is our phone's dying. So we're in Baltimore, and we're actually checking out the Inner Harbor. And the only reason that we're really kind of doing this today is we kind of added a little bit of an extra day onto the trip because we're shooting a wedding tomorrow up in Airville, PA. Hopefully that's how you say it. I think so. I don't know. But our first stop is going to be here at the National Aquarium. We got some tickets. We're going to go outside and check it out and see what it's all about. All right, so here at the National Aquarium, there are a couple things that you guys should know about before you get here. Number one is that you have to reserve a time when you get your ticket. So you can't just kind of walk up and purchase. I mean, you probably could try to, but it's a really good thing to probably try to do that in advance, just so that you are guaranteed to actually get in. So we probably could have gotten a little bit earlier time, but we weren't sure how the airport was going to go. So we got a time of 10 a.m. and we came in just a few minutes early. And so now we can just go through and check the place out. So if you've never been here before, what's really nice is they've got these little yellow signs down here on the ground, these little arrows, and it kind of helps you to guide you through the aquarium. So we just got some help at the information desk, and she said that we should go up this escalator to Australia and then come back down and make our way through. You know what I love about aquariums? When they have touch pools.
Hey, come on, Hank. Let's get out of here. What are you doing? Very good. What'd it feel like?
It's like a little slimy feeling, yeah.
Yeah.
Want to touch the jelly? Sure. Right here. All right. Oh, wow. It's a strange feeling, isn't it? Yeah. Sea anemones. Yeah, we just saw some when we were over in California, which was really cool.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing? I'm like obsessed with these puffins because I used to love the movie Swan Princess when I was little, and there was a puffin in the movies and I loved it. And I feel like I don't think I've ever seen a puffin before until literally right now. I love it. They're cute.
All right, so we are finishing up here at the aquarium, and we are going to go grab some lunch real quick. So we just finished over at the aquarium here, the National Aquarium, and it was really cool. I love aquariums. I think maybe I'm a little biased just because I like that stuff a lot. But it's definitely a really cool place to go, especially with kids if you're going to be here. I know a lot of our viewers have kids, so it's a great place to check out. Something I thought was really cool that you don't see very often is that they actually have dolphins here. But they don't do shows anymore, and it's very limited of like what you can actually see with them. And the reason is because they're actually taking their dolphins, I believe, further south, and putting them in a sanctuary where eventually over time they will hopefully be able to be released back into the wild, which is really cool. You know, not a lot of places are able to do that or are successful, especially with funding. And so it's pretty cool. So there's like a little website that you can go to, which is now up on the screen in the lower third probably, where you can go check it out, which is cool. And so we are going to get some lunch, and then we're going to go check out, I can't remember what it's called, so you'll just have to wait until we get there. So we just finished eating, and well, we were gonna go check something else out, but Taylor realized that she doesn't have her black pants that she needs for the wedding tomorrow.
Nope,
So
I
now
only brought capris and not pants, and after today I know I'm gonna need pants.
So now we're gonna go into this Marshall's to see if Taylor can buy pants, because I never would have thought we would have to do something like this. So we have made it to Federal Hill. I'm not really sure the best way to describe it until we get up there, but it's kind of like a national monument or something that's very like kind of personal to the city of Baltimore. And I think because for some parts of this, there were cannons up here on top of the hill that actually protected the harbor way back in the day. So we're gonna go up and check it out. Wow, this thing's pretty cool. Could you imagine having to load one of these things?
No.
And so they would shoot from here down there, like they'd be hitting those yachts down there, sinking them. It's pretty crazy. All right, so you might hear some construction noises going on, but this is one thing that I've been looking forward to, and I have my mask on because we're getting ready to go inside. When I started researching some stuff here in Baltimore, I thought that this was one of the coolest things that I saw, which is it's called the Ministry of Brewing, and it's this brewery that basically kind of bought out this old church and put a brewery inside. So they don't really make any ciders, which is near and dear and sad to my heart, so it breaks a little bit. But they do have some ciders in there from some other companies, but we're still gonna go inside and check it out because it looks fantastic from all the photos. So let's go. Look at this place. This is awesome. So yeah, they took this church, and this would have been like the, what do you call this? This would have been like the main, you know, with all the pews, and probably like the stage would have been up front, and they did all their preaching. And now, you know, they changed it out and put these tables in, and you can sit down and get some drinks. And it looks like you order over here. So we're gonna go get some drinks and order stuff, but like, look at this. This is freaking awesome. Wow, so this is awesome. Oh, there's like a table and seats right here. This is so cool. So you can like come right up and sit super close. Check out the vats. I love, here's their kegs. Ministry of Brewing, super awesome. Like, this is a super cool place. Check, like here's more vats and everything. They're doing some stuff over here, which is probably like emptying out or cleaning those vats at the moment. But I mean, like a lot of this is like original to the church. All like the granite stonework. They may have changed and put linoleum down, it looks like maybe up here. But everything else I think looks to be kind of maybe original. I mean, they may have had somebody come in and paint and change it up a little bit, but like you can still see the organ. Well, you can't see right now, but the organ pipes are still up on top here. And like, it's just a really cool kind of atmosphere here in this place. So Ministry of Brewing, super, super cool. Go back over here with Taylor. So this is a moment where I really feel bad that I don't drink, any beer. Because I'm sure like the beer here is absolutely amazing. I'm kind of cheating being here and not having some of their beer, but I don't enjoy it. But this is, if you come to Baltimore, this is definitely worth a stop, I think. And when I was just talking to one of the employees here, and I asked if like there was anything that like they've really done to the building, and I guess it's technically an historical building, so they can't do anything to it. They did take all the pews and they turned the pews into tables and chairs and like seating. So they've made those changes, but I mean, other than that, like, it's pretty original, which is really, really cool.
But yeah, it's like seriously beautiful in here. When we walked in, I actually saw a picture on like Yelp or something right before we got here, and you know, with the little battery we have left on our phones. But like when we walked in, like it's huge in here. Like the video and the pictures that we just took, like it's huge. It's like, this is really awesome. This is Definitely a unique place for a brewery, but like just kind of cool to see that this is like a historical building in Baltimore, and it's only 1.5 miles from Inner Harbor, which is like really close if you're staying in the area. So yeah, this is awesome.
Super cool. So we've had a couple of things not go right so far on this trip, which is first and foremost is our phone's dying. I was really hoping to get some drone footage of the building, which is not going to happen because my phone's dead. So I can't fly the drone if my phone is dead. So we're gonna head back to Inner Harbor on the scooters. My scooter is still active because my phone died and I couldn't turn it off. So I can't wait to see what that bill is going to look like. But we're going to head back. We're going to eat at this fantastic place that everybody raves about. You can get crabs there, and they like break the crab. You like smash the crabs up. So we'll see. Taylor's going to the bathroom, and then we're going to roll.
We are dining at Phillips. This is right here in Inner Harbor, and we are super excited for some seafood. We just ordered our drinks and we just ordered some appetizers, so we are excited to eat. We've had a long, busy day, and our drinks are here.
I'm very over paper straws, which is a great thing for the environment. Hands down, love helping the sea turtles. But paper straws are the worst. So I come prepared with my Disney environmentally friendly kit with my metal straw. It even has a little brush in there too for afterwards if I need to give it a little clean.
Should we preface with the fact that we went to a brewery before this?
I don't know when these videos will get posted in correlation with this dining review from Baltimore, but on the off chance that I don't remember what happens after this. We had 2 drinks at an Irish pub here in the Inner Harbor. Then we got scooters. We rode those scooters to Ministry of Brewing, where Taylor had 1 cider and I had 2.
And part of mine.
And then we proceeded to drive back to here. So
on scooters, not in the car.
I don't think this will be an Ohana debacle, but it could be up there. So I hate to disappoint everybody. But I did not get a cocktail tonight because I've had several drinks already before we made it to dinner. Cue the Ohana debacle.
No.
But I did go with a freshly brewed iced tea here with lemon. It is pretty good.
Unsweetened.
Unsweetened, as most iced teas should be. But for an appetizer tonight, we have got the red pepper calamari. This is panko crusted with red pepper, garlic, and herbs, and it is served with a cilantro crema for $14. In addition to this, our server also brought us out the pineapple sweet chili sauce, which is served with the what I would call like the ordinary crispy calamari. So I'm actually really torn between which sauce I prefer between the two. But what I will say is that at least with the red pepper calamari, because I've never had one seasoned quite like this. This is fantastic as far as seasoning and flavor goes. I would like it to be a little bit more crispier. When I go to pick up the calamari, that breading, that panko is almost kind of pulling off of the calamari itself. But as far as seasoning goes, it's fantastic. It's still light. It's not very spicy. And it pairs really well with both the crema and the pineapple sauce. So a really good appetizer to start for tonight.
So I got a drink tonight that I think I've only ever had one other time. And this is the Sangria. This is actually house-made. It's a white mango sangria. So this is made with white wine, brandy, mango puree, pineapple juice, and fresh fruit. I really enjoy the sangria. Sometimes I'm like a little hesitant about even thinking of ordering a sangria, but I really like this because it does not taste super winey. It really has that fruit flavor in there, but you do still get a little bit of the wine and the brandy in there. Really good way to start off the meal with the calamari, and I do like the little bit of red pepper flakes in there. It's not spicy like you think it would be. It's more of like a red pepper flavor that you get in there. And I do agree with Josh that I wish it was a little more crispy. However, the way that their breading is falling off just like a little bit, and to me that like really shows me that this was like hand breaded here in house, because yes, maybe it should be more on the calamari. However, when you go somewhere, you can tell something that is like store bought versus actually made in house. So this is really good. This is really good. We're off to a great start.
All right, so the 35's on, so this is a little challenging at the moment. But we've just finished eating over at Phillips. It is not a full dining review, not a separate video.
It could have been, but it would have just been so short. But it was
difficult.
Oh,
It
stop.
was a fantastic restaurant. Food was absolutely, like, it was great.
That was literally the best crab cake I've ever had.
Yeah, so...
Like, hands down.
And I guess we didn't even talk about our food.
No, we didn't.
But, so I had a seafood trio, which was fried, which came with whitefish, shrimp, and the crab cake that wasn't exactly what Taylor got, but was very similar.
So there was basically two different crab cakes. There was the Hopper's something crab cake.
Yep.
And it was basically like 75% crab meat, like lump crab meat. And then the crab cake that I got was the ultimate crab cake, was like 90% lump crab meat.
I think she said 95% lump meat.
She said it was basically so much crab meat that it was just enough like mayo and breadcrumbs and other stuff
To barely hold it
literally to
together.
just hold it together.
Yeah.
And like flash fried and just perfection. Like you can tell when something's fresh when there's still like a tiny bit of shell in it here and there.
Yeah.
And I really didn't even care because it was just so good.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge crab fan. So when we came here, I was really kind of hoping that Taylor would get something that was crab. So the whole point of coming to Phillips too was I wanted to sit out on their crab deck and hopefully get crabs where you could smash. But unfortunately, they're not doing that right now. They just don't have enough business, I think, to do that.
Yeah.
But with my my fried seafood trio, I got a crab cake, and I don't like traditional crab cakes.
It doesn't sound like crab.
This was so different because I feel like traditional crab cakes, they almost throw the meat into a blender and at least kind of like get it shredded down a little bit.
It's definitely normally shredded.
This was literally like they took the crab meat, put the mayo and like the breadcrumbs, whatever, literally balled it into a ball, dropped it in the fryer.
It was literally
It was not a
so-
patty. It was a
Yes.
ball, and there were nice chunks in there.
Big pieces.
There were some, pulled apart pieces, but there were actual chunks of crab meat.
Oh, yeah.
And it was absolutely fantastic. So,
I'm completely stuffed now.
Yeah.
But that was literally the best crab cake ever.
It was so good. And, I mean, if you're looking for a place to come, people rave about this place, and that's why we came here.
Yeah, they are definitely known for their crabs and their crab
Yep.
cakes here. And, I mean, Maryland people come here for crabs. So, I mean...
It's definitely worth
perfect.
checking out.
Yeah. There's a ton of places to eat here, but I'm glad that this is where we ended up deciding on because it was really good.
Yeah. It's been a super long day.
We've had a long day. We had to get up at 3 o'clock this morning for our flight. So
And normally, this would be like where we end the dining review, but this isn't the dining review. It's part of today's video.
yeah.
And I'm like exhausted. I've been up basically since yesterday because I went to HHN the night before.
He did.
Got about an hour and a half of sleep, maybe 45 minutes on the flight.
I slept all night.
So if it seems like I'm out of it today,
That's why.
that's exactly why.
But we're going to go check into our hotel finally. We've been over here at Inner Harbor literally all day long. So
Yeah.
we're ready to relax and unwind for a little bit.
I don't know if this is the end of the video, but if it is, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. If it's not, we'll show you the Courtyard by Marriott where we're staying, which is nothing's fancy. So see you there.